Good evening, basketball fans from the Stroud Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Montana. Frontier Conference men's basketball. And this evening, the Montana Western Bulldogs hosting the University of Providence Argos. The Argos are 2-8 in conference, 2-14 overall. And here are their starting lineup. Number 5, Marcus Lawson, 6'5 junior from Chino, California. Number 13, Brendan Redhead, 6 foot senior from Rockingham, Western Australia. Number 15, Jakob Lloyd, 6'7 senior forward. He's also an Australian. And number 23, Quinn Swanson, 6'1 sophomore guard from Mount Vernon, Washington. Number 24, Marvell Chambers, a 6'4 junior guard from Mount San Antonio College. Head coach is J.C. Isaacson, and a special nod to J.C. He's a Montana Western graduate, played basketball here, and he also coached a few years underneath Steve Keller. Assistant coaches for Isaacson are Mike McLean and Shikey Smalls, another former Bulldog. For the Bulldogs, the Montana Western Bulldogs are receiving votes in the last top 25 poll, are 8-2 in conference, and 13-3 overall. Number 1, Emmanuel Stewart, although during the game we'll be calling him Stewie from Portland, Oregon, 6'4 senior guard. Number 4, Billy Carlson, 6'3 redshirt sophomore forward from Billings, Montana. Number 11, David Young, a 6'4 junior guard from Sacramento, California. Number 23, Kyle Grueller, 6'5 senior guard from Vancouver, Washington. And remember, Mr. Grueller is the defending Frontier Conference and NAIA Offensive Player of the Week. Rounding out the Bulldog starters, number 32, Jacob Ankeny, 6'8 redshirt senior from Marsing, Idaho. Bulldogs coached by Pat Jensen in his third year, and his assistants are Tim Nolan and Gary Haverfield. And those are our starters. We are ready for Frontier Conference basketball. Last night, Providence gave the Montana Tech Ore Diggers all they could handle, but fell to the Ore Diggers in Butte. Meanwhile, here at the Stroud, in an exciting ball game from start to finish, it was the Bulldogs holding off MSU Northern 77-70. Getting ready for the opening tip, and it is controlled by the Bulldogs, and Stewie will put the ball in play. Off to Ankeny to Carlson. Carlson inside to Ankeny. Ankeny drives the basket, puts the shot up, and nice defense by the Argos, Lloyd. Three-point basket up and no good. And Stewie controls the boards for Montana Westerns, off to Carlson. Carlson back to Stewie. Stewie to Carlson. Carlson drives in, gives it off to Ankeny. Ankeny back to Stewie. Stewie comes into the free throw line. Now to Ankeny, he misses the easy layup. He got the rim, but he forgot the basketball. Good defense by the Bulldogs underneath the basket. Grueller comes away with the loose ball. Off to Stewie. Stewie's three is up and no good. Rebound to Swanson of the Argos all the way down. And Carlson commits a foul as Lloyd went to lay it up. So Billy Carlson commits the foul. Lloyd at the free throw line, the senior from Melbourne, Australia. Misses the first free throw. He's a 70% free throw shooter, so that's a little rare. Misses the second one as well, but ball is controlled by the Argos. And basket, Swanson, and the Argos on the board first. Stewie with the ball to Carlson, back to Stewie. Stewie tried to get it inside to Ankeny. Argos almost came away with the steal. Missed three from the corner, and Argos on the run. Shot is up, no good. Ankeny with the rebound. A lot of action and not much scoring. Carlson to David Young. Young is fouled. Redhead with the foul. 6-foot senior from Rockingham, Australia. His first personal, first team foul. David Young to the free throw line for the Bulldogs. Makes the first free throw. Young played a couple years at Lower Columbia Community College before venturing to Dillon. Argos came away with a defensive rebound, but Bulldogs forced a turnover, and Young went to the basket, and he was fouled, so he'll go back to the free throw line. He'll be shooting two more. Young is the team comedian. And how do I know this? Because his teammates said so. Young gets both free throws, and Bulldogs lead by one, 3-2. Second half just underway. Western's women broke a three-game losing streak with a win over Providence in our opener tonight. And Redhead to the basket, and he scores. Argos on top by 4, and Redhead will go to the free throw line to complete a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And he does, just like that. 81% free throw shooter. He doesn't miss very many. 5-3 Argos. Carlson puts up the three, no good. Follow-up is Young, and it also doesn't fall. Rebound by the Argos, Lawson, and he'll bring it down and set things up for Providence. Redhead tried to put up a shot, but Carlson gets the block. But then on the putback, as Swanson tried to put it back, he was fouled by Billy Carlson, who commits his second personal foul, third team foul on the Bulldogs, and Swanson to the free throw line. Misses the first one. He gets the second one, so 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Argos lead by 3, 6-3. In the ball game for Montana Western is Mark Huber. Good pass to Terry Haverfield on the bench. She was open, had her hands up, and caught it. Stewie into Ankeny. He misses the bunny, and it's still 6-3. Rebound to Ankeny, but it has it taken out of his hands. And Ankeny commits the foul. Fourth personal on the Bulldogs. Ankeny's first, and into the Bulldog lineup is Joshua Whiteside, the 6'7" junior from Columbus, Ohio. Argos with a three-point lead and the ball. Three-point basket attempt, no good, and rebound. Well, ball's tipped out of bounds by an Argo, and it goes all the way behind everywhere. And the referee goes back to chase it down. Officials for tonight's game, Eric Boyce, Craig Sear, and Mark Brecky. Those are our Frontier Conference officials for the game. Stewie brings the ball down. Bulldogs a little cold all of a sudden. Actually, both teams have had shots, but they haven't fallen. Well, nice pass from Whiteside to Stewie, and Stewie dunks it. And that takes the lid off the Bulldog basket for a bit. It's 6-5, Providence. Shot is up, no good. Whiteside with the rebound to Huber. He'll bring it down and set things up for Montana Western. Oh, and he tried to get it to Whiteside. Good defense by the Argos, forcing the turnover, gaining the possession. And all the way down to the other end is Swanson, who lays it up and in. Argos back in front by 3, 8-5. Whiteside fouled. And we go to media timeout. So with timeout on the floor, it is Montana Western trailing the Argos of Providence 8-5. Back with more. Back at the Stroud Gymnasium, 14:52 remaining. It's been a low-scoring affair. Seems like both teams just need to dust off and find their moves in motion again. Bulldogs with the ball. Inside to Whiteside to Merritt, who checks in. Merritt's shot is up and no good. Rebound to Swanson. He'll bring it down for the Argos. Argos to Rogers, who checks in. Jermaine Rogers, a 6'5" junior from Chino, California. Argos turn it over, and here come the Bulldogs. Huber has it. He'll take a move towards the basket, goes inside to Grueller. Grueller's turnaround is good. Turnaround three-footer drops, and it's a 1-point Argo lead, 7-8. Rogers puts up a three, no good. Whiteside with the Bulldog rebound. Stewie will bring it down and set things up. Bulldogs trail by 1. Stewie's shot falls, little floater falls for two, and the Bulldogs lead 9-8. Traveling is the call. Chambers took a few extra steps, gaining position. Bulldogs lead by one, 9-8, 13:20 left to play in the first half. Huber's little floater didn't fall. Argo ball underneath the basket. Oh, Gruller with a block shot as Condi tried to put the shot up. Gruller with a block and Gruller with the ball. Bulldogs on the attack. Huber has it to Merritt. Merritt to Stewie. Stewie's step back three is good. It rattled every single inch of that rim before it dropped through the net. And the Bulldogs open up a 12-8 lead. Neither team really shooting it that great. Swanson, well, I take that back. Mr. Swanson must have heard me because he just hit a three, and it's back to a 1-point Bulldog lead, 12-11. Both teams have 1-3 under their belt. Argos 1 for 3, Bulldogs 1 for 4. Here's Huber's three attempt, in and out, no good. Rebound to Lloyd of the Argos and quickly down court. Argos can take the lead here. That was an interesting call. Mark Huber got pushed around a couple of times and no call. And then underneath the basket, there's hardly any kind of action. And he gets called for a foul. Wow. Argos back in front, 13-12. Lawson set to free throw line, and he misses the free throws. So now the Bulldogs with a basket can take the lead. They trail 13-12, 11:26 left to play. Stewie with another three, no good. Rebound to the Argos, Lawson, and here he's going to slow things down just a little bit. And he takes a drive towards the basket. Little too close underneath it, and he just hit on the bottom of the rim. Huber's open for the three, and no good, but Whiteside with the rebound. Stewie with the three, his is also no good. Young with the rebound for the Bulldogs, so they'll get another possession. Rebounds are pretty tight, 15 apiece, as Merritt puts up the three. His three doesn't fall. So 3 straight chances and 3 straight misses for the Bulldogs. The only thing that looked good was their offensive rebounds. Bulldogs right now with 13 total rebounds, while the Argos have 16. Offensive foul this time called on Lawson. Either that or Stewie did one heck of an acting job. Stewie puts the ball in play to Huber, and Huber back to Stewie. He'll bring it across the timeline. Off to Ankeny, who has checked back into the ball game, to Young. He'll put up the three. No good. Ankeny with the offensive board, though, to Huber. Huber goes up. His shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Checked out of bounds. Gets his own rebound again. And finally, a foul is called on Huber. Huber, underneath the tall timber, grabbed a couple of offensive rebounds. And we've got timeout on the clock. I think this is immediate timeout. With timeout on the clock, it's Providence 13, Western 12. Back at the Stroud Gymnasium, Providence leading Western 13-12. Low scoring game so far. Chambers commits the foul for the Argos. 6th team foul, so one more and the Bulldogs will be in the bonus situation. Stewie to Ankeny, Ankeny over to Huber. Huber comes inside, free throw line. Back to Young, he takes a drive in, now comes back out. Good defense by the Argos, and another foul. This one on Lloyd. And now that's 17 fouls, so David Young will go to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1 for the Bulldogs. Argos averaging close to 75 points a game, while the Bulldogs average 84 points a game. Young gets the front end of the 1-and-1. And the second one, so Bulldogs back out in front with David Young's 2 free throws. It's 14-13. Young is 70% free throw shooter. Oh, Ankeny commits the foul over the back of Condi, and that will be the 6th team foul on the Bulldogs and second on Ankeny, and he'll take a break on the bench, and Joshua Whiteside returns to the Bulldog lineup. Rebound controlled by the Argos after the missed shot. And it's a shot clock violation, as the first shot didn't hit anything except the backboard. So Huber will put the ball into Grueller, and Grueller drops it off to Huber, and will go down as they set their offense. Gruler's 3 attempt is up and good. Kyle Gruler hits his first basket of the ball game, and it's a 4-point Bulldog lead, 17-13. And it looks like we got a foul away from the ball. And it's on Whiteside. It's his second personal. 8:37 remaining in the first half. Free throw is up and no good, and Young with the rebound. Merritt now with the ball, and he's going to go all the way in, lays it up and in, and doesn't fall. Rebound to Swanson of the Argos. Lloyd with the basket. It's a 2-point Bulldog lead, 17-15. 8 minutes left to play. First half in a very, very low-scoring game. I think there's a lid on the Bulldog basket sometimes. Gruler step back. Well, not for Kyle Gruler. There's not, as he hits his second 3 in a row, and it's a 5-point Bulldog lead, 20-15. Battle for the rebound among the Argos, and they finally control it. Lloyd has it. Lloyd up underneath the basket, doesn't get it, gets his own rebound and puts it back, and it's 20-17. Argos out rebounding the Bulldogs 20-18. Argos have 8 offensive, 12 defensive. Bulldogs 7 offensive and 11 defensive. And Kyle Gruler will step to the free throw line. He was quiet in the first 10 minutes of the half, but woke up a little bit with a couple of threes. Now he's at the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. And he gets the front end, so he'll get the bonus. River Hurley has checked into the Bulldog lineup, 6'7", redshirt freshman from Anaconda. He gets both free throws and back to a 5-point Bulldog lead, 22-17. Swanson out front. Billy Carlson also in the lineup. Swanson with the basket. It's 22-19. Bulldogs in foul trouble. Lloyd commits his third personal. In to replace him is Britt Murray, the 6'6" senior from Harrisburg, Oregon. And Stewie at the free throw line to shoot a 1 and 1. First one is up and good. He gets them both. And it's 24-19. Bulldogs lead the Argos. 6:30 left to play first half. Young with the shot block, but it falls out of bounds. Argos inbound play underneath their own basket. And they did a good one as Lawson scored an easy basket against the Bulldog defenders. 24-21, tipped out of bounds by Lawson. Grueller with the three. This one doesn't fall, and rebound collected by Murray. Here come the Argos. Swanson has it. He's going to go all the way. Now he backs off and finds a, well, for a second, Chambers was wide open, put the shot up, but Grueller got the blocked shot. Carlson goes in, and he has his shot knocked out of bounds. And he is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Redhead with the personal foul for the Argos, his first, and it's the 10th team foul. So from now on, Bulldogs will shoot 2. Carlson gets the first. And it's back to a 4-point lead, 25-21. Bulldog points in the last few possessions have all come at the free throw line, and Carlson goes 1 for 2 that time. It's 25-21 Montana Western, 5:30 left to play. Swanson goes up against Hurley and scores. 25-23. Hurley turns around, and Hurley hits the three. Hurley hits the three. It's 28-23 Bulldogs. 5 minutes left to play. 5 minutes in the first half. Good defense by Billy Carlson. 9 seconds on the shot clock, but watch out for an inbounds play. But we have a timeout, media timeout. It's Montana Western 28, Providence 23. We'll be back. Back at the Stroud Gymnasium, 28-23 Bulldogs lead with 4:46 remaining across the front tier. These are all first half scores. Rocky leading Mayville 31-22. It's Dakota State leading Dickinson by 1, 24-23. Valley City leading Carroll 31-21. And Montana Tech leading Northern 26-23. Wow. River Hurley commits a foul, but he didn't get the first down. That was pretty much a tackle. Swanson misses the free throw. And Bulldogs with possession and a 5-point lead, 28-23. Bulldog shot no good. Here come the Argos all the way down, and scoring nicely is Marcus Lawson, from the junior forward from Chino, and it's 28-25. One more score we didn't relate on, and looks like Bismarck may come up with their first win of the year as they lead Bellevue 81-68. Kyle Gruler with the three, and it's a 5-point Bulldog lead, 30-25. Swanson has nowhere to go, gives it off to Lawson. He'll go in. He puts the shot up, and Hurley's going to be called for the foul, I believe, and that will send Lawson to the free throw line. Fouls go 4 Bulldogs with 2 fouls. Free throw is good by Lawson. That's going to help out his 57% average. He gets them both, and it's 30-27. Huber into Young, Young to Gruler, Gruler back to Huber, and from the wing, it's River Hurley with 3, and it's 33-27. Bulldogs with their biggest lead of the night, 6 with the 3-minute mark. Oh, breakdown of the Bulldog defense, but Murray, he was too wide open, and he missed the bunny, but at the other end, Bulldogs couldn't convert. And the lack of defense on the last couple of possessions got Coach Jensen up and making a point to his guys on the floor what they need to do. 2:36 left to play, first half. Shot is up, and shot is no good by Chambers. Gruler to Stewie, back to Young. Gruler and Stewie play catch, now inside to Gruler. And he's going to take a drive in. Nice move to the basket, lays it up and in. And Bulldogs 35 and Argos 27, the biggest Bulldog lead of the night so far, with 1 minute 55 seconds left to play, first half. Redhead shot is missed, rebound off the hands of Chambers, out of bounds, and the Bulldogs will put it in play. Hurley has it. He fakes one person out, puts the floater up, and it falls. So Hurley off the bench has 8 points. 2 threes and a 2. Short on that shot. Maldonado. If that name sounds familiar to Frontier basketball fans, both his sisters played for the Argos. In fact, his sister Emily was player of the year one year. Pass stolen, but couldn't convert on the layup. Stewie to the basket, and Stewie at the other end converts, and it's a 12-point Bulldog lead, 39-27, under 1 minute left to play. And missing the shot was Swanson at the other end. And Pat Jensen wants timeout for the final 30 seconds. And Hurley came off the bench, and he has done okay. As we look at the standings of the Frontier Conference on the men's side, Carroll on top with a 9-1 record, along with Bellevue 9-1, and both of those teams are losing right now. Western and Rocky 8-2, Montana Tech and Dakota State 7-3, Northern at 5-5, Dickinson and Mayville at 3-7, Providence at 2-8, Valley City at 1-9, and Bismarck at 0-10. Bismarck having a great first half. Looks like maybe they might pull out the first win of their first year in the Frontier. 28.1 seconds. That's the exact time remaining in the first half. And all of a sudden, the Bulldogs have opened up a 12-point lead. .14 seconds. Now Stewie's taking a drive towards the basket. Off to Hurley, who's open on the corner for his third three of the game, and it's 42-27 Bulldogs. And that's it. Halftime, Montana Western 42, University of Providence 27. We'll be back with chat and stats after this on the Bulldog Sports Network. Wow, all of a sudden it's a 16-point game. Yeah, crazy. Your buddy came in, first thing he did was turn the ball over. I know. Well, he doesn't play very much though, does he?
I mean, it's only his second year. It's only his redshirt, isn't he? Yeah. Well, his first year he was at Carroll. He played football at Carroll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You told me about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Look at this. Bismarck's beating Bellevue.
Wow.
That'd be their first win.
I'm trying. All right, good shit today. Yeah.
Bismarck picked up their first win. Beat Bellevue by 10.
That's crazy.
Here we go. Thanks, Jesse.
You see the swan?
Look at, he's leading scorer. Huh? Long timeout on the Bulldog Sports Network. Well, back to the Stroud Gymnasium, getting ready for second half action. Minute 11 going back, and we want to talk about the breakout performance of River Hurley. Came off the bench in the second half of the first half, and he leads the Bulldogs in scoring right now with 13 points. He was a perfect 3 for 3 from three-point land, 2 for 2 from two-point land, and 13 points. And that's a nice, Pat Jensen, I'm sure, likes to see that. See someone who doesn't get to play that much, who didn't get to play much last year, and all of a sudden he comes out and made some major contribution. And if it wasn't for him, you know, this would be a tight game. He just kind of opened things up for the Bulldog offense, and right now they lead 42-27. It will be Providence ball to get things going. Quinn Swanson will put the ball in play for Providence, right in front of Dante, our producer. And we are underway. And almost a steal. David Young doing a nice job of slapping the ball out of the hands of the Argos. Underneath, scoring the basket is Marcus Lawson. 42-29 the score. Stewie directs traffic for the Bulldog offense. He comes to almost a steal for the Bulldogs, but Stewie got it back, and now Grueller will work his way in. A little 3-foot floater, and it's 44-29. Just underway, second half action. Montana Western hosting the University of Providence. A little bit of Frontier Conference news too, as Bismarck State picks up their very first win in Frontier Conference basketball, beating Bellevue. Yeah. Young with a little 10-footer, and it's 46-29 Bulldogs. Lawson scoring for the Argos. Stewie drives the basket. He lays it up and in. So Stewie finding some open space in the Argo defense, and it's 48-31, 17-point Bulldog lead. Owen Lloyd, he faked Mr. Ankeny completely out of his jersey and went right around him and laid it up and in. 48-33. Stewie tried to get it to Ankeny, but Lawson came up with the steal. And through the Bulldog defense is Anthony Hobbs. And it's 48-35. What was a 17-point lead has dwindled out to a 13-point lead. Bulldogs a little sloppy with the ball. At the other end, it's Lawson with the dunk. And, or would they give him a dunk, or is there a foul? Or both? Well, I guess it's a technical foul. Technical foul called on Marcus Lawson. I think a little too much celebrating after his dunk. As Grueller gets two. 49-37. Oh, and Grueller misses the second one. And now it's Bulldog basketball at the other end. Carlson will put the ball in play, and we got some full court pressure applied by the Argos. But they back off from that as Stewie brings the ball down across the timeline. Bulldogs leading by 12, 49-37. And Carlson puts up the three, doesn't hit it. Rebound to Lawson. Hobbs, great athleticism as he slipped and kept his balance and kept the ball. Lloyd with the offensive rebound. Now inside shot blocked by Ankeny, but that's going to send to the free throw line. Marvell Chambers will go to the free throw line. Second half kind of opened up. It's kind of ragged. Chambers misses the first free throw. Ankeny has 3 personal fouls. Whiteside checks into the Bulldog lineup. He has 2. And Chambers gets the second of 2. An 11-point Bulldog lead. They've led by as many as 17, but the Argos have taken a nice chunk about that off. It's 49-38. Stewie backs off from the corner, no good. Lloyd with the rebound. Here come the Argos on the run. Chambers has it. He goes all the way down, and he goes against Carlson, and Carlson commits the foul. That will be Carlson's third personal foul. Chambers at the free throw line. Hard off the glass and no good. He'll get a second one. Huber checks into the lineup for Montana Western. He'll get the second one, so he gets 1 out of 2. And the lead is now 10 for the Bulldogs. Grueller fall back, step back, 10-footer is good, 51-39. Grueller with 17 points. Hobbs has it for the Argos going up against Huber. Now Swanson, he'll go in, now outside to Lawson. His step back jumper is no good. Whiteside with the defensive rebound for Montana Western. 14:55 left to play. Bulldogs lead by 12, 51-39. Remember, they led by as many as 17. Make that now 14 as Stewie gets a little jumper. Stewie with 15 points, so 3 Bulldogs in double figures. Young with the block shot. Chambers with the putback. And J.C. Isaacson wants a Providence timeout. We'll be selecting Sparky's player of the game later on, so let's tell you about Sparky's. After the game, stop at Sparky's Bar and Grill and treat your palate to a great selection of mouth-watering items. Choose from 4 different burgers or 4 different sandwiches. And if you haven't tried it yet, add Sparky's mac and cheese to your order. Their specialty menu includes chicken fried steak or panko shrimp or jambalaya. Sparky's smoked meats are unbeatable. Choose between beef brisket or pulled pork. Add a cool beverage to make your meal complete. It's all there and more. Sparky's Bar and Grill, 420 East Poindexter and Dillon, 222 East Park in Butte. And Dante, have you been checking things out? We got to come up with the player of the game. You realize that? 2 of them. Well, we got almost 15 minutes to come up with one. Yeah. We've got lots of candidates, so both on offense and defense. (53-41) the score. Bulldogs lead by 12. Bulldogs on the court: Young, Huber, Whiteside, Stewie, and Grueller. For the Argos, it's Hobbs and Chambers, Swanson, Lloyd, and Lawson. And the Argos, a little bit of full court pressure, making it interesting to get the ball done. Not necessarily wanting to force a steal, but take time off of that clock. Nice steal by the Argos. Here comes Hobbs. Stops at the top of the key, now off to Lawson. Back to Lawson. Now he's double teamed underneath, and he throws the ball out of bounds. And boy, you got to give Hobbs an A for effort on that one, as he raced the end to try and save that ball from going out of bounds. But all of a sudden, we've got another timeout. 13:55 to play. Western leads Providence 53-41. Back with back at the Stroud Gymnasium, second half action, 13:55 left to play, and the Bulldogs leading Providence 53-41. Bulldogs will put the ball in play underneath their own basket. See what kind of inbounds pass Pat Jensen has drawn up for his Bulldogs. Kicked out of bounds. They tried to get it to Whiteside, cutting across the baseline, and Providence was ready for it. Let's try take 2 now. Stewie puts it into Young. Young now will reset the Bulldog offense. Out to Grueller on the elbow to Huber to Stewie, inside to Young. Young's turnaround jumper is good. Nice pass from Stewie to Young, results in a Bulldog basket, 55-41. Chambers with the basket for the Argos. Huber had a three. Now he steps back and hands it off to Young. Young's shot is up and no good. Lloyd with the rebound for the Argos, and they'll set their offense. Trailing by 12. Shot is up and no good. 55-43 the score. Bulldogs with the lead and the ball. Stewie puts up a three, no good. That was hard off the backboard. Lloyd goes up against Huber and lays it up, takes advantage of the size. 10-point Bulldog lead, 55-45. 12:20 left to play. Stewie with the three, 58-45. Shot up and no good, tipped out of bounds. Argos put the ball in play underneath their own basket, and they get it out to Chambers. Chambers with the ball going one-on-one against Huber, puts the shot up, no good, and then it rolls in. Stewie puts the ball in play and will set things up for Montana Western, leading by 11, 58-47. The Argos just won't go away. Bulldogs have led by as many as 17, and Grueller just hits another three. He's got 20 now for the Bulldogs, and they lead 61-47. We're approaching the 10-minute mark, and Huber, I think, is going to be called for the foul. First personal foul on Huber. Billy Carlson will come back into the Bulldog lineup, and Stewie will get a break. Carlson, the sophomore, redshirt sophomore from Billings and Billings West High School. Hobbs puts up the shot, and we have a foul away from the ball. I believe it's on Condi, and it's his second personal foul. Condi from Price, Utah, and Northwest College. Also back in the lineup is River Hurley for the Bulldogs. Grueller stepped back and hits, no, this one not in, but with the rebound, knocked out of bounds. I guess Hurley came down with it, but his foot was on the baseline. .26 left to play. Chambers faked everybody out, but then couldn't finish the layup. And they say last touch by Billy Carlson, although all the Bulldogs were pointing that it was last touched by a white-clad Argo. Argos in their white home uniforms. Of course, they switch, and the Bulldogs in their normal black with red trim, black and red trim. I'd say the Argos, will call it Argo green. It's kind of a Seahawk green if you're aware of the Seahawks. Lawson with the jumper. 12-point Bulldog lead, 61-49. We're under 10 minutes left to play, and Huber driving down. It's tipped out of his hands and out of bounds, and it's a timeout. Media timeout time. Our score: Montana Western 61, Providence 49. We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium, and quickly, you don't see him because we take a break, but our cheerleader is doing a great job. Daisy Lewis, base. Haley Renicky, base. Stella Vescovi, base and mid. JC Dolan, base. Jordan Sluter, a flyer. Nathania Breer, Ford Hastings, a flyer. Allie Sprague, base. Chloe Hoover, base. Mia Britton, flyer. And at the other end after the steal, it's 61-51, rounding out the cheerleaders. Haley Lewis, a flyer, base and back. Allie Anderson, flyer, main base. And Riley Pitcher is our social media director. Of course, our coach is Lexi Lukes. 10-point Bulldog lead. River Hurley puts up a 10-foot jumper that doesn't hit anything but air and falls into the hands of Marcus Lawson. And offensive foul is called on Lawson, and I believe that will be 4 on Lawson. Four fouls on Lawson. And Bulldogs lead by 10. Bulldogs with the ball. Nice pass into Merritt, but he's double teamed. And he goes up for the shot and draws the foul. Coulter Merritt, 6'2", redshirt senior from Star Valley, Wyoming. In a roundabout sort of way, that's just over the hill from Dillon. Of course, you have to go over a mountain or two to get there, but it's just over the hill. Merritt's first free throw is good. Brendan Redhead back into the lineup for the Argos. And Merritt at the free throw line for his second. And he misses a second, so he's 1 out of 2. It's 62-51 Bulldogs. And Lawson's shot, Chambers' shot, I should say, is blocked out of bounds. Good defense by the Bulldogs. Redmond's shot is no good, and I guess someone was on the baseline or something, and possession to the Bulldogs. Hobbs applying a little full court pressure to Stewie. Stewie gets it across with the dribble. Merritt has it to Carlson. Carlson to Gruler. Gruler drives in, and he travels. Kyle Gruler with the travel. Turnover back to the Argos. Argos trail 62-51. 8:05 left to play. Hobbs puts up the shot. One of the Bulldogs, I'm not sure who got a deflection. It ends up in the hands of the Bulldogs. They go down. Gruler up with the three, and good. Kyle Gruler gets the three after the assist from Hurley, and it's 65-51. 7:30 left to play. And Chambers all the way down, weaved his way through Bulldog traffic and laid it up and in. 65-53. Hurley inside, puts the shot up, doesn't fall, rebound, battled for. Coming up with it is Swanson for the Argos, trailing by 12. And they're going to call the foul away from the ball. And that's Hurley. And he'll get a break. Hurley commits his third personal. Back in the lineup, Jacob Ankeny and David Young for Montana Western. Redmond was wide open, no defense at all, but he missed the three. I should say Redhead, sorry about that. Redhead, not Redmond. Chambers comes up with his second personal foul. Jakob Lloyd back into the lineup for the Argos. David Young will put the ball in play to Stewie. 6:40 left to play. From the wing, shot up, no good, but Ankeny with the offensive rebound, and Stewie will put up a three. His is also no good, and David Young comes up with the offensive rebound to Carlson. Carlson to Ankeny, but he loses it, and Carlson quickly down to Chambers, and he lays it up and in, and they're going to call a foul on Carlson, and he was behind him. Missed that one. So Carlson's fourth foul, and he said, I was behind him, but the official is calling the foul anyway. Carlson wasn't in very long, gets his fourth foul. And now Chambers will go to the free throw line to shoot one. And he can cut the Bulldog lead to single digits, and he does. First time it's been in single digits in a long, long time. 65-56 Western, 6:10 left to play. And Ankeny wasn't ready for Stewie's pass, and the Argos can take even more off of that Bulldog lead. And David Young comes away with a steal. Nice defense by David Young for the Bulldogs. Merritt's 15-footer falls. So Coulter Merritt in the book with a jumper, and it's 67-56, 11-point Bulldog lead. 5:20 left to play. Chambers has it, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Lloyd, and Lloyd passes to, let's see, that was Swanson, and Young commits the foul. So good ball movement underneath the basket by the Argos. No basket, but going to the free throw line is Quinn Swanson. a 72% free throw shooter. And he misses the first one. He goes, whoa! Not enough oomph on that one. It hit the outside of the rim and fell backwards. He'll get a second. And he gets the second. So back to a 10-point spread, 67-57, Bulldogs. 5 minutes left to play. And Hobbs almost comes away with a steal. He takes lots of time off of the Bulldog clock. Young, oh, nice move to the basket by David Young, 69-57. We have all kinds of Bulldogs making contributions. Shot is up and good by Lawson. It's 69-59. And Hobbs commits the foul, I think. And we have a timeout. Timeout on the court. 69 for Western, 59 for Providence. Back. We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium, 4 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. Bulldogs with the lead, 69-59 over the Argos and with the ball. Huber back in the lineup for the Bulldogs. Chambers comes up with a steal against Grueller. Turnaround jumper is good. Nice move to the basket by the 6'4" junior from New York, New York. Although he's originally from California, I think he calls New York home. (69-61), single-digit lead for the Bulldogs. Oh, and another steal. This one by Hobbs. He's all the way down to Lloyd. Puts the shot up, doesn't get it. And, Huber with the defensive rebound for the Bulldogs. And Grueller goes in, not enough on the layup. Lots of physicality underneath there, but no whistles. And Chambers hard, and he's down. Oh, he's got cramps. I heard one of the coaches say cramps. So he's getting some help from his teammate. Hobbs doing a little stretching, and now he's up. Hydrate, hydrate. So Chambers, he can take it a couple more notches off the Bulldog lead at the free throw line. First one is good. Merritt back in the lineup for Montana Western. He gets them both. So what was a 17-point lead at one time is now dwindled to just a 6-point lead. Argos just wouldn't go away, and they are making their case strong. Young puts up the three, no good, and rebound to Chambers. Argos can put a bigger dent in, and do, as Lloyd gets the layup, and it's now a 4-point game, 69-65, and Pat Jensen wants timeout. Timeout on the court. Western 69, Providence 65. We'll be back with more. Back at the Stroud Gymnasium, Bulldogs have let the Argos back in this game big time. They looked like they were putting the game out of reach with a 17-point lead, but not anymore. The Argos have cut that 17-point lead down to 4. Young open for the three, in and out, no good. Lid on the Bulldog basket, and the Argos can get even closer. 3-point from the wing is up and no good. Chambers. And I'm not. Coulter Merritt with the foul for the Bulldogs, 6th team foul. Nope, I take that back. 8th team foul. So going to the free throw line will be Marcus Lawson. Lawson shooting 1. I think it's 1 and 1. And so he'll get the bonus, and it's a 3-point lead. And he gets them both, and the Bulldog lead is 2. So from 17 to 2. Grueller will bring things down across the timeline, and he fouls. Chambers commits his 3rd foul, almost had a steal. And Kyle Grueller will step to the free throw line for the Bulldogs, shooting a 1 and 1. And the Bulldogs are probably saying, where did this one go? Grueller gets the front end, so he'll get the bonus. And it's 70-67 with 1:55 remaining. Grueller's second one, nothing but net, and it's 71-67. 67. 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. Argos with the ball. Open for a three, and the wing is no good. And Stewie high for the defensive rebound. And great pass from Stewie to Gruler. And Merritt underneath for the layup, and it's a 6-point lead with 1:25 left. Shot is up and no good. Merritt with the rebound. Stewie down to Young, who's open, lays it up for the basket, and it's 75-67. Under a minute to play. Ankeny with the foul as Hobbs tried to go to the basket. And that's Ankeny's 5th personal. Jacob fouls out. Ankeny did not score tonight, but he did come up with 7 rebounds. Or excuse me, no. $75-67 the score. We had a timeout, and I'll just keep it here. Don't forget, we'll be choosing Sparky's player of the game in a little bit at the conclusion of the game. Now, if you look at the history between Providence and Western, going back to just the 2001-2 season, two schools have played 63 games, with the Bulldogs holding a 43-20 margin over the Argos. Western won January 17th in the Stroud, 98-76. In that time frame, Western's longest losing streak was 5 games, and their longest winning streak was 5 games. In the Frontier, Western leads 29-27. Anthony Hobbs at the free throw line. Anthony, a 6-foot sophomore from Philadelphia, and Cardinal O'Hara High School. Hobbs' free throw is no good. Merritt with the free throw. Under a minute to play, Bulldogs with an 8-point lead. And they're just playing catch right now until Hobbs fouls Gruler, and Kyle Gruler will go back to the free throw line. Looks like with 6 seconds on the clock, Rocky is going to beat Mayville 82-62. Dakota State leading Dickinson 68-61. Valley City leading Carroll 78-73 with 5 minutes left to play. Tech leading Northern 66-58. That with just 50 seconds left to play. And of course, remember Bismarck State coming up with their first win of the year as they beat Bellevue. Gruler gets both free throws, and the Bulldog lead is 10. 39 seconds left to play. Back after this quick 30-second timeout. Back at the Stroud Gymnasium, Argos with the ball. We've got 39 seconds, actually 40, the 39.9 seconds, and now the clock running to come up with 10 quick points against the Bulldog defense. And there's two. Not sure what happened there. 77-69. Full court pressure by the Bulldogs, by the Argos against the Bulldogs. Hobbs with the foul. And that's going to send somebody to the free throw line. Let's see who's going to walk down there. Okay, it's Stewie. Stewie has 18 points so far, and he steps to the free throw line with an even 30 seconds left to play. Gets the first one. Again, both of them. So Stewie, 79-69 with his two free throws. 25 seconds left to play. Hobbs with the ball. Nice backward, step back jumper from Lawson. And Stewie's fouled again. This time the foul is Chambers. So Stewie back to the free throw line. Three Argos with 4 fouls. Stewie gets the first free throw, and he'll get the second. Gets them both. It's 81-71 Bulldogs with 17 seconds on the clock. Step back three is good by Lawson. It's 81-74, and with the foul, Chambers with the foul, and Young will go to the free throw line this time to shoot a couple. Oh, Chambers with 5. And in for Chambers is Preston Condi. Young with the free throw. It's 82-74. And make that 83-74 with 9 seconds on the clock. Hobbs across the timeline, off to Lawson, and stolen away by David Young. And he's not even going to try and score a layup. He just dribbles the ball out, and Bulldogs come away with a hard-fought 83-74 victory over the Providence Argos. We'll be back, and we'll chat, quick look at the stats, and we'll give you our our Sparky's players of the game. Give it back to me. We're back at the Stroud Gymnasium as we wrap things up for the for the Argos. Made a game of it. Marcus Lawson with 25 points leading the way. Argos 45% from the field, 15% from threes, and 54% from the free throw line for the Bulldogs. They had 4 players in double figures, led by Kyle Gruler's 27. For the game, they shot 43%, 32% from threes, and a sizzling 85% from the free throw line. And our Sparky's players of the game, we're going to give the offensive one to Kyle Gruler with his 27 points. Gruler was 8 of 13 from the field, 4 of 6 from threes, and 7 of 8 from the free throw line. He also managed some rebounds. He picked up 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and he had 2 blocks. Defensively, we're going to hand out the Sparkies Award to David Young. David Young had 8 rebounds, 3 offensive and 5 defensive, 2 steals and 1 block. So defensive honors to David Young, offensive honors to Kyle Gruler. We'll be back in a couple of weeks as the Bulldogs host Montana Tech. And until then, for Dante, the producer, I'm Wally telling you what's happening. We'll be back with more in about a week and a half.